You can't outthink depersonalization realization. It's not going to happen. The best that you're going to get is short-term relief, and a lot of people mistake that for recovery. I used mental acceptance to make it to where I rarely would experience depersonalization realization, and I stopped having panic attacks, and I thought, hey, my mind was powerful enough. I don't really have to do anything else. But because I never dealt with the tension, adrenaline, emotion, and fatigue in the body and made appropriate lifestyle adjustments, years later, my depersonalization to realization came back 24/7 again. And I tried acceptance at that time and it didn't work, because at that point there was too much buildup in my body. Okay. So distraction, just trying not to think about the symptoms, that's a way to separate from your body. That's not going to work in the long term. Trying to out logic the symptoms, that's not going to work, because whenever your body is in a state of survival, there's a compromise in your prefrontal cortex, your thinking brain, logical, critical, creative, contextual thinking. You don't even have the logical part of your brain online, because whenever you're in a state of survival, which is fight, flight, freeze, your body and nervous system are prioritizing survival, not thinking. Thinking is too slow. It'll get you eaten. So you don't even have the cognitive power to really make much of a difference anyway. So all these mental tactics, acceptance, distraction, out logicing the symptoms, the best you're ever going to get is short-term relief with that. Even if it lasts years, you're ultimately going to have to face your body. That's what I had to do in order to recover. That's what I do with my clients. And yes, it takes more work, and most people aren't willing to do that. And I get it though. You're suffering and you do want that quick fix. You want to just feel better instantly. I was that guy that was on Google and YouTube at 2, 3 in the morning, just feeling so depersonalized and demoralized and full of panic. And I just wanted somebody to give me the cure. But there's not one thing that's going to get rid of this. There's a lot of things. In fact, I teach 5 foundations of safety to my clients. These are the 5 primary things that neuroscience has showed rewires the brain, body, and nervous system. Self-regulation, we've already talked about that, releasing the tension, adrenaline, emotion from the body. The other is co-regulation. This is whenever you're working with somebody that helps create a sense of safety through relationship, through a secure attachment relationship, and builds hope in you throughout the process. People heal people. The third is exposure, facing your triggers, because whatever you run from, your brain assumes is a lion trying to eat you. The other is something called cognitive restructuring, which we're doing this right now. It's where you get the right information, the neuroscience of what's actually happening in your brain, body, nervous system. You start renewing your mind to that, to detach fear and shame from the symptoms. And the last, we've already talked about it, is healthy lifestyle adjustments, nutrition, hydration, sleep, listening to your body, boundaries. The more that you do these 5 things, they all have the outcome of getting your body out of this state of survival. That is what's really going to get you out of this, not trying to outthink it.